The heart makes everything go. The ventricles fire off like pistons, while the heart's electrical system ignites like spark plugs to keep everything moving. When anything is out of sync and the engine knocks or keeps revving, doesn't turn over, or you're struggling to go uphill, you might have heart trouble. Those pistons could have arrhythmia issues. Your spark plugs might need a boost. Or maybe you just need a bit of a tune-up. Maintenance is a part of life. When those miles add up, you've got to pay attention. Check for shortness of breath. Check on any noises. Check if you're ever just chugging along. Check your engine. Check your heart.
Schedule a $49 heart scan at Franciscan Health at franciscanhealth.org/screening bundles or call 833-238-0688.
Harrison, this will be the final time these two teams meet in the season. And Indiana looks to avoid going down in the season series and evening it up at 2 games apiece. They're playing it out in New York at Brooklyn in the Barclays Center. That is where John Nolan is, alongside with Bree Goss. John joins us now. John, first and foremost, good evening, and how was the All-Star break for you?
Hey, good evening, Eddie. Well, it was a blast getting to be there in Indy and experience everything, not only inside Cambridge Fieldhouse, but just around all of Indianapolis. So just kudos to everyone who put in so much hard work to put together what seems like everyone can agree with consensus opinion was the best ever WNBA All-Star experience.
We've got 4 All-Stars competing in the game, 2 for each team tonight. How do you evaluate this game? No Caitlin Clark, but New York gets Jonquel Jones back.
Yeah, and it's interesting, right, with the scheduling, how these teams played here last Wednesday. And I'd say it really was the only time all season where the Fever have not been that competitive, and they lost by 21 points. And to some degree, you can chalk it up as just a scheduling loss. It was their 5th game in 8 days. It was their 3rd game in 4 days in 3 different cities back-to-back. Meanwhile, New York, right now, they're enjoying an 8-game homestand, one of the longest homestands in WNBA history. So add in the fact that Caitlin was out on short notice, and so the Fever were really behind the 8 ball. I expect the Fever here tonight to show more of their resilience that's become a calling card for them over the course of the year. But like you were describing before, the test is all the tougher considering how the Liberty now add another all-star caliber player in Jonquel Jones back. And she's someone who really gave them fits the one game she played against Indiana back in May.
Injury report looks like this, John. Nobody on it for New York. Tonight is the 11th missed game for Caitlin Clark, 12 if you include that WNBA Commissioner's Cup championship game. She's missed 5 injuries with her left quad injury over the year, 4 games with the left groin, and now 2 games with the right groin. Is the sample size large enough now to know, if you were a player for the Indiana Fever, what your role is going to be without Caitlin Clark?
Yeah, and someone like Sophie Cunningham was describing it earlier this week as everyone's role does change. There's clearly a different team without Caitlin, who's just walking out onto the court right now wearing a white top and blue jeans. But yeah, everyone's got to kind of fill the void collectively. And most importantly, though, the difference from last time that the Fever needs to show tonight is playing harder on defense, being more disruptive like Stephanie White was talking about. They just didn't have the legs for that last time out.
That's John Nolan. He'll have the call here shortly on 93.5 and 107.5 The Fan. And I got to wrap up the pregame show so we can get out to Brooklyn for him and Bria. Thank you for listening to pregame coverage. John Nolan, Bria Goss next. Fever vs. Liberty right here on The Fan.
Hey everyone, it's Jake from Payless Liquors. Charlie said sell it, so stop by one of our 26 family-owned locations and stock up with these great deals. Seagram 7 half gallons and Hennessy pints for $19.99. On the Rocks Fifths for $17.99, and Mick Ultra 12-ounce 12-packs for $16.49. Get Canadian Club half gallons for $14.99, Corbel Brute for $11.99, Kendall Jackson VR Shard for $9.99, and Delola Spritz Fist for just $2.99. Why pay more when you can pay less here at Payless Liquors?
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. Choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more at the grand opening of the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com.
Cover me! Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 Pro on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16 Pro. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Hand sanitizer. It's lavender.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check this pocket. Oh, mints?
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins. I'm a mom. Wait one sec. I've got cupcakes in the car.
It's our best iPhone offer ever. Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line $100 plus a month on experience beyond finance agreement $999.99 and qualifying ported. For well qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Payout via virtual prepaid card allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
Did you know up to 50% of outdoor water use is wasted? And did you know that there are things you can do to help change that? Indiana American Water suggests that you water early or late in the day to reduce evaporation. Also, be sure to fix any leaks and skip watering when rain is in the forecast. Consider rain barrels, mulch your garden, and use drip irrigation for your plants. Be water wise. Conserve today, sustain tomorrow. Find more conservation tips at Indiana American Water's Wise Water Use Resources at indianaamwater.com.
This is the exclusive radio home of the Indiana Fever.
WIBC HD2 W298BB, WIBC HD3 W228CX, Indianapolis.
It's time for Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
And live from New York, it's time for Fever basketball. As tonight, the Fever visit the Liberty. Greetings from Barclays Center in Brooklyn. And hi, everyone, and a very pleasant Tuesday evening to you. With the former Miss Basketball, Bria Goss, I'm John Nolan, Paul Schrader, site engineer, and Eddie Garrison's our producer, back in Indy. All right. Is in books. The Fever right now at 12-11. They had a 3-game win streak snapped here in this building last Wednesday. 6th in the WNBA standings, while the Liberty, they're on a 3-game winning streak currently at 15-6. The second best record in the W. No Caitlin Clark tonight. She's still out with the right groin injury. That's our injury report presented by Wnba, the official orthopedic partner of the Indiana Fever. So, Bria, what's it going to take for a different result this time?
Teamwork on all fronts, not just offensively, but defensively as well. It takes not one person to step up when Caitlin Clark is out, but everybody, even those that might not see the floor as much. So coming in with a team focus to see if they can really lock down some of these all-stars is going to be key, especially with Jonquel Jones being back in the 11.
Yeah, it's a little bit louder inside Barclays Center right now as Jonquel Jones is introduced with the lights off here as part of the starting 5 for the Liberty. She missed their last 9 games before the All-Star break, dealing with a right ankle injury, suffered back on June 19th. So just added firepower as they have some flames emerging out of a torch on the court near the foul line on the right side of the floor as we see it here. And this building that seats right now 17,232. It was a sellout a week ago. Looks like a sellout again here today. And for the defending WNBA champions, they have quite a home environment.
Yeah, they do. And you know, we love to joke and say that every game is a home game for the Indiana Fever because we've felt that environment, but only a couple places have really shook us in a way of it's actually a true away game. So coming in, they got a lot of support from the city, not only because this is a huge staple in the basketball world, but the defending champs who have been really, really competitive for the last few years.
No question. So the Fever now set to take the floor. Stephanie White starting 5. Harry McDonald in the backcourt with Kelsey Mitchell, who here last week broke the franchise record for career threes. And then it is the same starting 5 as last week, so that's Sophie Cunningham starting, Lexi Holt coming off the bench, Natasha Howard at forward, and Aaliyah Boston down low as well. For the Liberty, as Jonquel Jones starts, Niara Sabali, who had started last week, she's actually unavailable tonight. Not a major knee injury, but they're being precautious in holding her out. Otherwise, Natasha Cloud, who at Cambridge Fieldhouse on Friday night won the skills competition in the backcourt with the other star of All-Star Friday in Sabrina Ionescu, who won the three-point contest for the second time in her career with Leonie Fibic on the wing, as well as Breanna Stewart, who had an amazing performance in last Wednesday's game. 24 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 block shots, becoming just the 4th player in WNBA history to put up those numbers in a game and shouldn't even hardly play in the 4th quarter because they were up by so much.
Oh, my goodness. And that's why she is who she is, and just day in and day out since those UConn days has just put a staple on this game. And, boy, she's going to be one of the all-time greats in this league.
Yeah, clearly already on her way now. A 7-time All-Star after she started in Indy on Saturday. So the Fever in the Navy uniforms, Indiana across the chest in gold. The Liberty wearing their primarily seafoam green uniforms accented in black. It's Boston and Jones jumping it up, and Aaliyah tips it back to Tosh, and the Fever have it first. Tonight's officials, Eric Bruton, the crew chief, working with Kevin Fahey and Teresa Stuck. Fever attacking the basket at the left end as we see it from the concourse level. Mitchell, left elbow, loses control. McDonald wins it back, passes in the corner. Sophie tees up a 3. Doesn't go. Offensive rebound, though, for Kelsey. Reload, airy, 3-ball. Bricked it. Long rebound, tapped out to McDonald for a moment, but then won back by Cloud for New York. So the Liberty have their first offensive possession on the right side of the court. Fibic near the Liberty bench. Tosses between the rings to Cloud, whips it right post. Jones double team. Cunningham helping out Boston. Shot clock at 7. Fibic driving right lane, kicks right corner. Jones for 3. She's back with a bang. 3-0 Liberty here a minute in.
What a warm welcome she gets from the home crowd as she just comes. That's got to be a huge confidence boost for her.
Jones at 6'6", but shoots better than 40% from range. Howard driving left lane. Scores it, however, wave it off. She travels. Hop towards the post, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, just a shuffle of the feet there. That downhill attack I love, but then again, you got to give credit to Jones that she was there to alter the shot there.
Now right post on the right side, and Fibic banks it in over Cunningham, who tried to jump in front of the pass, but Fibic had position, so the Fever down 5-0. Boston at the foul line, sends it right wing. McDonald, skip pass. Mitchell, left side, 3. Off to the left, and Fibic corrals the rebound. Kick ahead to Ionescu. Crosses the white timeline, angling right, guarded by Mitchell. Pick and pop. Jones tees it up. Short, and a long rebound for the Fever. Howard has it. Passes in the backcourt to Boston. She's wearing bright blue shoes. Changing speeds, driving right against Stewart. Misses from the left side. Offensive rebound, McDonald. Bounce pass in the post. Howard, reverse layup is good. Going right to left. And the Fever are on the board. 2 minutes in, down 5-2.
I like the shot selection here. I think it's been really good from top to bottom. Just hasn't seen that ball drop.
Cloud, 3 over McDonald. Got it. 8-2, Fever down a half dozen, 7:45 to go in the opening quarter. Boston, left perimeter, bounce pass, baseline, Howard, guarded by Cloud, reach-in foul. Pauses the clock with 7:39 to go in the first quarter. Foul called on the floor. And as a matter of fact, they will say it's a shooting foul. Howard gets the benefit of the doubt, and we'll have a pair.
Yeah, I agree. The benefit of the doubt there. And it was a good decision by Cloud to stop, as that could have been an easy 2, but not so much for sending her to the free throw line.
So Howard, who remember started her career with the Fever, but has played in several cities, including for the Liberty back in 2021 and 2022. Knocks down the first at 66% from the line on the season. And the second one on the way. And she cans it. 8-4. The Fever trailed the Liberty with 7:39 on the first quarter clock. Cloud running the show. One of the top point guards in the league. As a matter of fact, first in the W in assist-to-turnover ratio. Has a poor pass, though. And it leads to a Liberty turnover. Sent it to the left sideline for Fibic, who had to acrobatically just save it from going out of bounds and throws it into the backcourt to Cloud. or the over and back, so the Fever get it with 7:24 on the first quarter timer.
That's a little dangerous pass there. She should have sent it to the opposite side of the goal.
Mitchell open right elbow. Jay buries it. 8-6. Fever within 2. 7:10 to go in the first.
Again, great shot selection. That was early in the shot clock, and the way that she was able to rise above there with so much confidence.
No doubt. Ionescu, right wing, whips it, left wing. Stewart feeds the left post, and Jones is fouled on the way up. And it'll go against Aaliyah Boston, her first of the game. She's been called for more fouls than anyone in the league to this point in the season. 6:59 in the first quarter and 2 free throws right end for Jones.
And that grinds my gears because she is one of the most fouled players in the league, and she just does not get that same respect. And so hopefully as she continues to play in this league, people will still start to realize.
Absolutely. Second free throw there for Jones, a swish. She made both. It's 10-6. Fever have the ball going right to left. 3 minutes and change gone by. Mitchell, left arc, skip pass. McDonald, right wing, guarded by Cloud. Gets a screen from Boston. Dishes on the left wing to Howard. Dribble handoff to Mitchell. A switch. Stewart on her. Bounce pass, left post. Howard. She's guarded tightly by Cloud, who steals it. Transition for New York, left to right. Ionescu tosses it ahead, right baseline. Jones backing down Boston, one-on-one. Jones in the black paint from the left elbow. Fadeaway shot short. Rebound Howard. And she brings the ball down the floor across the Torch logo. Left wing Mitchell towards the foul line. Hesitation, driving on Cloud. Flips it up and in through contact. Tough take. And it's 10-8, almost 4 minutes in. Fever down 2. Liberty have the ball. Ionescu drives into the paint. Dishes left wing in the corner. Jones for 3. Misses the mark. Rebound Fever. Chance to tie or take the lead. McDonald left perimeter. Bounce pass. Boston has it in the paint. Spins. Misses. Gets her own rebound. And then finds Howard open. Middle of the paint. Who lays it in to tie the game at 10 with 5:43 to go in the first quarter.
It's great pace there as JJ's coming back. She's a little gassed, and that was to be expected.
Jones, right arc, sends it right corner. Febich driving against Cunningham. Runner, no, out of bounds. Fever ball with 5:29 to go in the first quarter. And the score level at 10. First substitution of the game comes from New York. And it's Izzy Harrison who enters, replacing Jonquel Jones. Before the game, Liberty head coach Sandy Brondello said no minutes restriction for JJ, but with it being her first game in more than a month, understandable that she could use a breather here.
Oh yeah, absolutely, especially after that whistle came so long ago.
Cunningham, left corner, lobs a pass, left post. Howard, guarded by Stewart, up and under, banks it in for the lead. 12-10 Fever about midway through the first quarter.
Okay, the flash there going to work, and every time she has an early good few points, she typically has a really good game.
Yeah, Flash now leading all scorers with 8 points. Now she's defending Ionescu, left wing. A whistle. Meanwhile, away from the ball, McDonald hit the deck. But the foul is called against the Fever on McDonald's, drawn by Stewart. It pauses the clock with 4:55 to go in the first quarter, and the Fever in front of the Liberty, 12-10. You're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through June 2nd, 2025.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Better water starts with a free water analysis from C&J Water, proud partner of the Indiana Fever. From hard water solutions to pure, great-tasting drinking water, C&J Water is committed to helping you enjoy better water in every glass, load of laundry, and shower. Schedule your free water analysis today at cnjwater.com and discover how much better your water can be. C&J Water, local, trusted, and the choice of the Indiana Fever.
The Indiana Fever trust OrthoIndy as their official orthopedic provider, and so can you. From game-time injuries to everyday mishaps, OrthoIndy Urgent Care is your fast, affordable alternative to the ER. Walk in, skip the wait, and see an orthopedic expert. No appointment needed. Injuries happen. OrthoIndy is ready. Find a location near you at orthoindy.com. OrthoIndy, trusted by the pros. Here for you.
This is Natasha Howard, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Led by Tosh, the Fever lead the Liberty 12-10 with 4:55 remaining in the first quarter. Flash, 3 for 3 from the field, 2 for 2 at the line. She has 8 points. Kelsey Mitchell has the other 4. Rhea, Indiana was down 6 out of the gates, but has now taken the lead. What are they doing better?
Well, I think they're just knocking down shots. Again, I really liked the shot selection that they had, those opened couple minutes. And I think the only thing that's changed is the fact that they're making them knock them down.
Yeah, 5 of 10 as a team. And on the other side, New York 3 for 7 from the field. Coming out of the timeout, Liberty ball for the Fever. Lineup change as Lexi Hull is in for Sophie Cunningham, but otherwise the other 4 starters intact. Side out of bounds for New York. Sabrina Ionescu near the New York bench. Flips it in to Cloud, short corner right, and then her pass intended for Sabrina, intercepted by Airy. Down the floor, right to left. Bounce pass right corner, Howard gives to a cutting Hull at the foul line. Sends it left wing. Boston wants 3. Front rim, no. And a rebound by Harrison for the Liberty.
It's a good defensive possession there as McDonald, who was lightning quick, was able to play the passing lane and get hands on the ball there.
Cloud has it near the Barclay Center logo, right perimeter. Gets a screen from Harrison. Now it's a pass into the paint for Harrison. Shot fake against Howard. Got her in the air and scores off glass left of the rim. Bebic picks up McDonald in the backcourt. So Airy gives it up to Howard, who bounce passes it top of the key to Boston, who's harassed by Stewart. Dribble handoff Hull. Eyes the rim, starts to drive, right lane, right post, bounce pass, right elbow. Boston jumper. It's good. Rattled in, out, and in. 14-12. Fever have the lead. Under 4 to go, first quarter.
I liked the 3 in the possession before, but that's her sweet spot there. Nice bounce pass.
Bebic splash over Hull from the left wing. And the Fever down a point, 15-14. Mitchell downhill, driving left. Passes right block, and Boston banks it in. Back and forth. 16-15. Fever, 3.5 to go, first quarter. Right block. Bebic facing up on Howard. Bounce pass into the black paint. Stewart circles out towards the left elbow. A whistle is blown. Pausing play. Crowd reacting as Bebic nails a jumper, but it was well after the whistle.
Boy, has she just elevated her game. Last year, she was almost strictly defense with wide open 3 perspective. And now Bebic has come in, and she's a threat. And that's just yet another piece to this puzzle, this New York puzzle that people are trying to solve.
25-year-old from Germany, an Olympian. As the foul was on Indiana. Went against McDonald, who's out of the game now. Sydney Colson comes in. And Sophie Cunningham comes in for Tosh Howard. Inbounds to the right elbow. Stewart misses an off-balance shot. Boston boards it. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Fever ahead 16-15. Right to left. Mitchell driving left boulevard. Tosses it off the window, too strong. Rebound New York. Ionescu left to right. Pressured left wing by Hull, trying to drive by her. Forces it. Air ball mid-range. Rebound Boston. AB plays point forward. Kick ahead. Left wing. Lexi for 3. Too strong. Long rebound to Sabrina. And now Ionescu across the midcourt logo. Bounce pass Stewart in stride. Scores goes right to the rim. Kiss off the glass. 17-16. Fever ball down by 1. 2.5 to go, first quarter.
And a magician with the ball there. Just played a trick. Got to be earlier communication by the Fever there.
Mitchell, left wing, pulls the 3, no good, and a foul called on the Fever. It's on Boston setting a screen, and that's her second with 2:18 to go in the opening quarter. Going back to that last offensive possession for the Liberty, Ionescu, who again, just the second player in W history to win the three-point contest now multiple times. You got to respect her ability to pull up for the jumper in transition, so the Fever were guarding for that. Meanwhile, Ionescu also averages 5 assists per game.
Yep.
Quite the facilitator.
Yeah, she was, and put it exactly where she knew Stu was going to be able to be successful.
New York ball, right half of the court, as Ionescu attacks towards the right elbow. Mitchell tight on her, 5 on the shot clock. Boston comes to help. A rifle pass inside off the fingertips of Harrison. Out of bounds, a turnover. Fever get it with 1:56 to go in the first quarter. And Indiana behind 17-16.
And the pressure that Boston just applied there as she makes her way to the bench was a little risky, as she already has 2 fouls, and the trap came as if she had none. I like it, but you also got to be smart there.
Right, Fever already playing without Caitlin Clark due to injury. As Kelsey Mitchell takes a long 2 straight on and shoots it short. Defensive rebound, New York. Maureen Johannes playing point off the bench. Jones, left corner 3. Cans it. That's Kennedy Burke, I should say, the former Fever forward, who's having a career season. Dantas lines up at 3, in and out. Rebound Liberty with 1:20 to go in the first quarter, and the Fever down by 4, 20-16. Ionescu between the rings, angling left, launches a 3. His Liberty team can be lethal for range. Many as 19 threes in a game a couple times this year to tie a WNBA single-game record. Fever down by left corner 3. Good. Much needed. 23-19. Final minute now, first quarter. Fever could use a stop down by 4. New York and the Seafoam green on the right side of the floor. It's Harrison, short corner right, to her new teammate, Stephanie Talbot, who turns it over. Not on the same page. At midcourt, Holt, transition, triple now. Good! 23-22, Fever within 1. Half a minute to go, opening quarter.
Well, Lexi Hull, who has amazing confidence and knows how to shoot the ball, but I haven't seen that yet.
Modern layup right there. Ionescu, left elbow jumper, short. Cunningham, the rebound, shot clock off. 18 seconds to go in the period as Stephanie White gets the attention of Sydney Colson, who dribbles with the right hand and motions for a play call with her left hand. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Fever have a chance to take the lead. Here comes Colson, crossing over right to left. Kicks left corner. Cunningham for 3. Bricked it, and that does it for the first period. A back and forth quarter. 2 ties, 4 lead changes, and it's Indiana down a point in New York. 23-22. Second quarter after this. You're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Hey fans, Sophie Cunningham here. If you have private student loan debt and are behind or even in default, you gotta call my friends at Wnba. Wnba refinances private student loans that others won't touch, and they provide you with a custom loan payment based on your ability to pay. And Wnba does not care what your credit score is. Just give them a call at 888-YREFI34. That's 888-YREFI34. Or go to yrefy.com. That's YREFY.com.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
I'm Lynn Dunn, Senior Advisor to the Indiana Fever. I've seen the power of women who lead, at home, on the court, and in life. If you think your child may be showing signs of autism, trust your gut. Early detection matters. Don't wait, don't wonder. Visit daymar.org today. You'll find answers, support, and a team that walks beside you. Every child deserves a chance, and the right assist can change everything.
Fever fans, get ready to bring the heat. It's game day and Chicken Salad Chick is here to fuel your fandom. With 12 fresh, made-from-scratch chicken salad flavors, pimento cheese, and egg salad, we've got the perfect meal for every fan. Dine in with us, grab a meal to go, or order ahead for pickup. With 7 local restaurants, deliciousness is always within reach. Chicken Salad Chick is a proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever. Visit chickensaladchick.com to order now.
Did you know up to 50% of outdoor water use is wasted? And did you know that there are things you can do to help change that? Indiana American Water suggests that you water early or late in the day to reduce evaporation. Also, be sure to fix any leaks and skip watering when rain is in the forecast. Consider rain barrels, mulch your garden, and use drip irrigation for your plants. Be water wise. Conserve today, sustain tomorrow. Find more conservation tips at Indiana American Water's Wise Water Use Resources at indianaamwater.com.
This is Sophie Cunningham, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
On to the second quarter at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, where the Fever trailed the Liberty 23-22. And Bria, between quarters here on the big screens above the court, they showed a recap of the All-Star experience for the Liberty players in Indy over the weekend. You were in attendance for the major events. You were a participant in some of the supporting events as well in your home city. What did you think of it all?
Loved every single second of it. And it was one of those things where you try to take advantage of every opportunity. Of course, you can't get to everything, but boy, you can try. I think Indiana and the Pacers organization, the FIBA organization, the city of Indianapolis, everyone that had a hand to make that weekend what it was, did a phenomenal job. And I've never been to an All-Star weekend, men, women, at all. And so I'm curious to now go to others or go to other people to see and compare, because I don't think anything will be able to top that one. It was fantastic. And I got to play, so it was great.
Yes, that Indiana Legends game featuring former Indiana All-Stars like yourself at the Convention Center.
And you were there to
awesome.
Support, and I really appreciate that, John.
Well, you showed out, so it was worth the trip.
Thanks.
Back to it now. Liberty ball to begin the second quarter, going left to right. So Stephanie Talbot had been with Golden State when the Fever played them last month, then released and just signed by New York yesterday. She's an Olympian from Australia. Has got a connection with Sandy Brondello, who has her out there. Lexi Hull, meanwhile, dives for a loose ball, saves it to Sid Colson, who then throws it to midcourt. Back and forth, steals as Colson comes away with it. Helter-skelter now. It's Colson right to left, right wing. With Johannes reaching in, it goes uncalled. Dantas dribble handoff, left perimeter. Cunningham drive and kick, jump pass, 10 on the shot clock, whole right corner. Dribbles towards the elbow, pauses the dribble, scans, 5 on the shot clock, bounce pass, Dantas up top, 1, launches, and it's off to the right. With a long 2, rebound Jonquel Jones for New York. She brings the ball down the floor at 6'6". DHO, Natasha Cloud, left arc, guarded by Colson. A minute through the second quarter, it's still a 1-point game. Jones, left block, underneath the hoop, misses the reverse layup. Rebound Sophie with pace, right to left, angling left, handoff, Hull, rise and fire, short, and the rebound snatched by Jones for the Liberty. 23-22, the Fever trail. The Liberty have the ball, right side. Kennedy Burke, right post, backing down Hull. Scoop shot, good off glass. So Burke, who has really been a sniper from range this year, does the work inside, and now Colson turns it over in the backcourt near the New York bench. It was a poor pass from Dantas out of her range. And that gives it to New York with 8:23 to go in the first half. Fever down 25-22.
Yeah, Burke has definitely widened her bag and just became more and more efficient as time has gone. And then just to get that steal, we've got to be able to take it, get it down the court, see if we can get a good shot.
6 turnovers for the Fever, 7 for the Liberty. And this turns into a couple points for New York as Stewart knocks down a jumper from the foul line. And the Fever are back down by 5, 27-22. It trailed by 6 in the first quarter. Cloud reaches in on Ari McDonald. She's chirping and complaining to the official Kevin Fahey, but it was clear as day here in a building that for a time was home to the New York Islanders. That was a body check.
Yeah, it was, and just too much physical play there, and I know she's upset. She probably was competing that case of calling it both ways, but boy, we've seen that all season.
Sideline out of bounds, the whole left corner shot fake, then passes right wing. Dantes wide open three, bricked it, clanking off the back of the iron. Rebound New York. Again, Jones playing a point forward. Dribble handoff, Breen Johannes not shy to let it fly, and she buries a right side three. Timeout, Stephanie White. Biggest deficit so far for the Fever, trailing 30-22 in New York. It's a timeout for us as well here with this break in the action. You're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
What's the hottest ticket in town? The Indiana Fever. The best way to get there? Indigo. Catch the fever by catching the bus. Indigo's MyKey acts as your fast break pass to experience high-octane Fever basketball, all while avoiding parking fees and traffic jams. Playing your Fever game night with Indigo. Visit indigo.net/how-to-ride to plan your trip and get connected to MyKey. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the game. Indigo, the best way to catch the fever.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply.
This is Jeff Wheeler, business manager of IBEW Local 481. We power the moments that matter most and provide the tech that makes it all possible. From the schools where your kids learn and the healthcare facilities that care for your loved ones, to the excitement of every big game, IBEW Local 41 is at the heart of it all. Whether it's game day or every day, our union members ensure everything runs smoothly. IBEW Local 41, proudly powering your community.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to recognize U.S. Foods, a proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever. At U.S. Foods, quality is their top priority. From sourcing the finest ingredients to delivering exceptional products, they are committed to helping customers succeed. Whether it's in the kitchen or on the court, they support the highest levels of excellence. Thank you, U.S. Foods, for your dedication to quality and supporting our team, who's also driven to be the best. U.S. Foods, we help you make it.
This is Lexi Hull, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
With 7:48 left in the second quarter, the Fever on the road in New York, trailing the Liberty 30-22. It was a back and forth first quarter, but so far it's New York with a blitz to begin the second period. They've outscored Indiana 7-0.
Yeah, and it's tough for the simple fact of this is a game of runs, but this isn't the type of team that you want to get down and dig yourself a hole in. So they've got to be able to come back and get together to see if they can stop this run and stop it as soon as possible. That last play, just a small mistake. Not even most will really even recognize, but just a little hesitation from Tim Tolson, and Johannes doesn't need a whole lot of room and a lot of space, so you got to be able to put your hand up or she's going to put the ball up.
Right, and again, this Liberty team really has been the class of the W so far this season, along with Minnesota. And for New York, all the more impressive when you consider how Jonquel Jones has been out, and something we'll talk about as we go forward. They're bolstering their roster even more pretty soon.
Yeah.
After the Fever timeout, Indiana ball going right to left. Harry McDonald, jumper from the foul line is good. 30-24, 7:25 to go, second quarter. Big bucket by the 5'6" newcomer.
Yeah, that was pretty, just sizing her defender up.
Now Johannes off 1 foot from the left wing, airballs it. An unorthodox shot, but that's part of her game. And a 30-year-old from France, nicknamed the Wizard.
And boy, is she a wizard. And, I've had the pleasure of playing against her overseas, and, well, we didn't win.
Have you seen her make that?
I have. Now, it wasn't on me, though, but I have seen it.
Of course not. Fever in the Navy uniforms on the left side of the floor. Leah Boston hands it off to Sophie Cunningham, who bounces towards the right wing. Howard gets it at the foul line. Howard pivots, finds Mitchell. 3 on the shot clock. Kelsey needs a great blow by right lane. Baker, good off glass. 30-26. 4-0 flurry out of the timeout for the Fever. 6:40 to go, second quarter. Pick and roll, Cloud to Jones. Right block, no. Second effort, still no. Boarded by Boston. Outlet pass, right side. Mitchell explodes across midcourt. Right wing, crosses over, step back, jumper, short. Rebound, Jones for New York. Kick ahead, Stewart across the timeline. Passes left corner. Cloud thought about the 3. Instead, drives in the black paint. Finger roll is good. 32-26. McDonald quick after the made bucket. Right to left. Boston, left wing to Cunningham. Left arc. Dribbles. Pick and roll with Boston. Aaliyah left to the hoop. Can't score it. Had the miss momentarily, but then Jones took it away. Transition for the Liberty. Stewart. Right wing bounces behind the back, guarded by Howard. Jones just barreled into Howard, and they're going to call the foul on top.
I mean, I don't know. That clearly she initiated the contact. That she was just sprinting, put her head down to sprint as fast as she could, and what looked like what was supposed to be a screen just turned into just a charge.
5:45 left, second quarter. Fever down 32-26 as Ionescu's shot from the paint in front of the foul line pops in and out. Rebound, Fever. Kelsey brings it down the court, guarded by Ionescu. Gets a high screen from Boston. Considered a 3 instead. Gives it to the roller, Boston, guarded by Stewart. Physical inside. Turnaround shot is good. Bow, bow, bow for Aaliyah Boston, and it's 32-28 with 5:20 to go in the second.
Good footwork there, AB.
League leader and field goal percentage at 56% on the season. In the half court for New York, a foul called on the Fever. Second of the quarter. New York's only been called for 1 so far.
I like that move by Boston for the simple fact we know how dynamic of a blocker Stewie is. That was good footwork.
Stewart, top of the key, lob pass inside to Jones, but this time the offensive foul is called. Maybe something of a makeup there.
Here we go. There we go. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Howard was fronting her on defense. Fever will take it. 5:11 remaining in the half. Down 32-28. McDonald playing point, orchestrating the offense with the right arm. Dribbles towards the left wing. She's guarded by the longer Febich. Dish, right side, Mitchell, pick and roll with Boston. Midi, money, over Jones. Fever fighting back within 2, 4:50 to go, second quarter.
I like that two-man game. We see a lot with CC and AB, but that was Kelsey Mitchell and AB.
Fever were down by 8, have cut it down to 2, and the Liberty want to talk it over. Timeout. Sandy Brondello. Break in the action, 4:43 to go in the first half. And on the road in New York, the Fever trailed 32-30 against the Liberty. You're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Need a winning play for your halftime hunger? Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. We make every recipe from scratch daily with the freshest ingredients because you deserve nothing less than delicious. Enjoy 12 varieties of chicken salad, pimento cheese, and egg salad at any of our 7 local restaurants. Chicken Salad Chick is a proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever. Learn more at chickensaladchick.com.
From hook shots to fishing hooks and backyard grills to lake chills, Academy Sports and Outdoors has all you need to find your fun this season. And when fun's the goal, anything is possible. We're here for pre-game gear-ups, camping trip do-withouts, and days when the best things in life happen right outside your back door. Swing by your local Academy or shop academy.com for the top brands in the game at undefeatable prices. There's no match for fun, and fun can't lose at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
When it comes to your education, WGU helps you stay in the game. Whether you're working full-time, raising a family, or juggling both, WGU's online accredited programs help you earn a degree in business, technology, education, or healthcare on your schedule. You can even score your degree faster by taking tests and turning in assignments as soon as you're ready. Join the thousands of students across Indiana who are making big plays for their future. Learn more at WGU.edu.
Hey everyone, it's Jake from Payless Liquors. Charlie said sell it, so stop by one of our 26 family-owned locations and stock up with these great deals. Seagram 7 half gallons and Hennessy pints for $19.99, On the Rocks Fifths for $17.99, and Mick Ultra 12-ounce 12-packs for $16.49. Get Canadian Club half gallons for $14.99, Corbel Brute for $11.99, Kendall Jackson VR Shard for $9.99, and Delola Spritz Fist for just $2.99. Why pay more when you can pay less here at Payless Liquors?
This is Leah Boston, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
AB has 8 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist in front of Spike Lee, the film director in attendance at Barclays Center. Fever down 32-30 against the Liberty. With Bria Goss, I'm John Nolan. Thanks for making us part of your Tuesday night. Did you get to dap up Spike pregame?
Oh, man. You know what? He didn't get here early enough, but that would have been a moment to remember.
Coming out of the timeout, New York turns it over. Natasha Cloud stepped across the sideline as she was inbounding near her bench. So the Fever get it with a chance to tie or take the lead after they were down by 8 earlier this quarter. Kelsey Mitchell at the controls. High screen from Boston, who got away with shoving Cloud. Howard, right wing, guarded by Stewart, driving into the paint. Loose ball, rolls out to Boston, left corner. She drives into the paint, puts it up, left hand, no. Rebound, New York. Harrison plucks it. Now she's pressured in the backcourt. Kicks it ahead. Fevich brings it across the logo at midcourt. Skip pass. Cloud driving left to right. Tough shot off glass, no good. Rebound, Indiana. McDonald bursts down the floor, finds Cunningham on the left wing. She hits a three for the lead, 33-32 with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. That's more like it from Indiana tonight, the heart and hustle.
That was perfect. Just sloppy play there by New York, which led to some easy buckets on the other side.
Stewart, left elbow, guarded by Mitchell. Passes outside to Ionescu. Her long three, in and out. Rebound, Boston. Aaliyah across the timeline. Skip pass, Mitchell left corner. Stewart guarding with the length. Howard posting. Gets it. Gives to a cutting Boston. Right block, she's fouled. Stops the clock with 3:31 to go in the second quarter. And the Fever in front, 33-32. Foul called on Fevich. Her first, just the second of the quarter on New York. Fever also called for 2 fouls here in the period. It's been fairly physical.
Yeah, I agree, and a lot of outside shots as well.
Sideline out of bounds. Mitchell to McDonald, trying to give it back to Mitchell. Instead, stolen. Ionescu surging left to right. Hesitation. Runner, no. Offensive rebound. Harrison, and she puts it in off the window. Back and forth again. Fever down 34-33. Mitchell transition triple. Yes! Over Stewart with the outstretched arms. 36-34 Fever. 3:05 to go in the first half. Left block. And a jump ball as Cunningham came over on help defense, tying up with Izzy Harrison.
It looks like she's limping too, Sophie Cunningham, as she sprinted down on the help side D, which is perfect timing.
Fever were ready to sub her out. Lexi Hull just ran onto the floor, but Sophie turns around as she's limping and gives a thumbs up to Stephanie White, who will pull Lexi back. Sophie so gritty, but the jump ball won by the Liberty as Harrison taps it to Ionescu. Under 3 to go in the half. Fever up 2. Stewart, left wing, rise and fire. Misses off the backboard. Rebound McDonald, the 5'6" guard now. Brings it across midcourt. Right perimeter. pass, left block. Howard catch and shoot. She scores off glass. 38-34. First time tonight the Fever up multiple possessions. But a quick answer. Left block. Kennedy Burke scores. 38-36. Fever the lead in the ball. 2:27 to go. First half. Mitchell blow by left lane. She's fouled on the way up. Will shoot 2. Stewart got her from behind with 2:24 left in the second quarter.
And I love that downhill burst of energy from Kelsey Mitchell as she just changes speed as soon as she recognizes when the defense lets up just a little bit. And then it's just, you hit them on an off guard.
29 years young, as fast as anyone in the W.
Yes.
The southpaw from Cincy, a 74% foul shooter. Perfect on the first. As now Lexi will check in, but not for Sophie. Instead, a breather for Aaliyah.
Okay. I see the Warrior coming out more and more from Sophie Cunningham.
This is a smaller lineup for the Fever as Mitchell second, pure. It's McDonald, Mitchell, Hull, Cunningham, and Howard. No traditional post player against a New York team that has considerable size. Ionescu, the guard, on the left wing, harassed by Cunningham. No look pass, right wing, Fibic. Tries to give to a cutting Stewart, instead stolen, but then turned back over, and Harrison lays it in right side. 40-38, Fever up by 2 exactly 2 minutes ago in quarter 2.
It's a tough one, that's why you can't save it underneath the other team's basket, but I love the hustle.
8th turnover for the Fever. It's led to 6 points for the Liberty, who've given it up 10 times themselves. And one, Ari McDonald's right lane drive, fouled by Fibic. Height doesn't measure, heart for the 5'6" McDonald's.
Facts, and it just squeezed in there on an off-balance physical shot. That was beautiful basketball, McDonald.
Fearless on the drive with 1:47 to go in the second quarter. One free throw now. Got it. 43-38. Biggest lead so far for the Fever, who trailed by 8 early in the second quarter. Showing resilience on the road in New York. Stewart, right arm. Sends it right corner. Fibic. Up top, Harrison left. Wide open. Doesn't want to shoot it. Instead, sends it left side. Ionescu, 5 on the shot clock. Pull on her. Sabrina pulls. Air balls. And it's a shot clock violation. Stephanie White claps her hands. There's that disruptive defense she wanted.
That's exactly right. And we have a smaller lineup in right now, but it's working to our advantage for the simple fact being we can switch 1 through 5 in this lineup. We have to overly help. We got to get out, close out on shooters, but they're trying to pound the ball inside, and we're just clogging the paint in such a way that they can't even get the ball because we have deflections on it.
As Aaliyah Boston comes back in for Sophie Cunningham. Only thing for Liberty fans to clap about right now is the mascot Ellie walking by the right side basket. Fever attacking the left side rim. McDonald between the rings. Halfway through the shot clock. Dishes right wing. Hull feeds Boston. Right post. Skip pass. Mitchell catch and shoot 3. Oh yeah! 46-38 Fever. Final minute, second quarter. Timeout New York. Indiana's on a roll on the road. From down 8 to up 8.
What's a big swing there? It's just a multiple runs, and we know it's a game of runs. And I think we handled that run in such a way that not only did we go through that adversity, but we found something in us that was able to get back and go up by 8. It's a 16-point swing. You don't see that very often, and so you got to know that coming out, they're going to try to end this quarter on a high note, so we've got to be able to squash them down.
This is an extended 24-8 run for the Fever. Remember, they were in this building last week. Similar kind of game. Close enough in the first quarter, but then New York made a run early in the second quarter. And in that one, understandably, given the schedule situation, the Fever never recovered and snowballed from there. An entirely different story tonight.
Yeah, it was fatigue, and they just looked gassed. Here, after being down by 8, they called that timeout. They came out, they regathered, they refocused. They made some changes on the defense, being more disruptive, and then hitting shots. And right now, the Liberty are in a little bit of a scramble. Don't know exactly who to cover.
This has been Gutsy from the Fever, and a reminder that it takes guts to win and the same courage to do work that changes lives. So join Daymar and make a difference for kids with autism and the families who love them. Visit daymar.org today. That's DANAR.org. Out of their timeout, the Liberty left to right in the seafoam green and black. Fibich, left perimeter, harassed by Hull. 45 seconds go in the half. Fibich driving in the paint, got away with steps and a foul call against Indiana. With 45 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Foul on Hull, 2 free throws for the 6'4" Fibich. 25-year-old from Germany. Last year on the W's all-rookie squad. Nothing but net on the first of 2.
You know, she's another one playing overseas, coming from overseas. She's been on some really, really good high-level EuroLeague teams and has been able to play against some of the top competition in the world at a young age. So hearing that she's a rookie last year, I forgot, because she's been basically killing it overseas for years.
Part of the Liberty's W title team last year, also in the last year winning a title in Spain. Makes the second as well. Fever have it up 46-40. Howard going to work against Stewart in the post. Misses the right baby hook. Hull had an offensive rebound and a putback, but there was a whistle, and it's a foul on the Fever. Loose ball foul goes against Howard. 2 on her. And a bonus situation for the Liberty. So Breanna Stewart, who has attempted the 3rd most free throws in the W this year after only Asia Wilson and Brittany Sykes. Now at the foul line on the right side. Her seafoam green sneakers behind the white line, and she drills the first.
Yeah, that was a tough one there. It's maybe a little bit too aggressive by Natasha Howard, but again, I like how she's being aggressive, looking for the ball as Stewie hits that second one.
82% foul shooter. That's 4 straight points at the line for the Liberty, and the Fever lead cut in half. 23 seconds to go in the half. About a 5-second difference shot to game clock. Patient possession for the Fever. McDonald on the bounce between the rings. Starts to attack left elbow behind the back. Splits traffic. Loose ball out of bounds. Off McDonald as Sabrina Ionescu fired up. Liberty get the ball with 10 seconds to go in the half. Shot clock off. Feels like a weighty possession here.
Yeah.
As Stewart brings the ball down the court for New York, goes behind the back, loses the handle. 3 seconds to go in the half. Kelsey, transition triple. Too strong. And there's the buzzer to end the first half. Fever 46, Liberty 42.
And that was good defense there. Just even the presence was able to get Stewie, who doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes in the game, and created her, sped her up, and came back. Had a really good high percentage shot by Kelsey Mitchell. I like that, because that could have turned ugly real quick.
Well, coming out of the All-Star break, both teams turning it over more than they would like. 8 turnovers for the Fever, a dozen turnovers for the Liberty. Consider for the season, New York only averages 12 turnovers per game. And with both teams having multiple All-Stars, busy festivities in Indy over the weekend. We'll see how the second half shapes up. But really impressive for Indiana to go from down by 8 early in the second quarter to up by as many as 8, and ultimately a 4-point lead here at the intermission. Coming up, we'll recap the first half. We'll look ahead to the second half and more. Stick with us from Brooklyn. You're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
Better water starts with a free water analysis from C&J Water, proud partner of the Indiana Fever. From hard water solutions to pure, great-tasting drinking water, C&J Water is committed to helping you enjoy better water in every glass, load of laundry, and shower. Schedule your free water analysis today at cnjwater.com and discover how much better your water can be. C&J Water, local, trusted, and the choice of the Indiana Fever.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through June 2nd, 2025.
Hey fans, Sophie Cunningham here. If you have private student loan debt and are behind or even in default, you gotta call my friends at Wnba. Wnba refinances private student loans that others won't touch, and they provide you with a custom loan payment based on your ability to pay. And Wnba does not care what your credit score is. Just give them a call at 888-YREFI34. That's 888-YREFI34. Or go to yrefy.com. That's YREFY.com.
Are you ready for the all-new Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live Glow and Fire? Come watch your favorite Hot Wheels Monster Trucks fly, crash, and smash with all new stunts featuring Scalosaurus, Five Alarm, Tiger Shark, Bigfoot, and more. Thrilling freestyle motocross and the fire-breathing robot Transaurus. Meet the Hot Wheels Monster Trucks up close at the pre-show party, presented by Metro by T-Mobile. Thanks to Good to Grow, kids special ticket pricing. Coming July 26th and 27th to Gamebridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
This is Kelsey Mitchell, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Kels leading all scorers in the first half with 14 points, 5 of 10 from the field, including 2 for 4 from 3. She was also 2 for 2 at the line, had a couple of rebounds, dished out a couple of assists, and she has led the Fever to a 4-point lead at the half at Barclays Center in Brooklyn, 46-42. With Bria Gassa, I'm John Nolan, Paul Schrager, our engineer, Eddie Garrison, our studio producer. 4-point lead here for the Fever. Bria, what'd you think?
Well, I think it starts with the defense and how just extremely disruptive this Indiana Fever team has been. We see those legs back. We see those lungs back, and that fatigue is no longer there. So I'm glad they were able to get, some rest with that all-star break. But coming out, I think they were fantastic. I mean, anytime you hold Stewie to just 6 points in the first 20 minutes, and even more impressive is the fact that she's only taken 4 shots. I think that is exactly where you want that to be. I love the smaller lineup where they were able to switch, and then I love the transition after the missed bucket or made bucket on the offensive end. And then offensively, I think they're doing a great job playing inside out. I mean, Howard, my goodness, has played with so much tenacity on both sides of the ball, and we see her doing a lot of the little things right. And then, of course, Kelsey Mitchell is, I can always go on and on about Kelsey Mitchell. But the way that she's decided to, her decision-making on her shots, I think were right. They weren't forced. They were good, high-percentage shots, and she's been able to dish out those assists. Some to Cunningham, some to Hull, who are both playing with a lot of confidence and a bit of swag there, too. I love it.
Oh, yeah. So there's Bria's first half breakdown. Now let's take a listen back to highlights here as Indiana's ahead in New York, 46-42. Cunningham, left corner, lobs a pass, left post, Howard, guarded by Stewart, up and under, banks it in for the lead. 12-10 Fever about midway through the first quarter. New York and the Seafoam Green on the right side of the floor. It's Harrison, short corner right, to her new teammate, Stephanie Talbot, who turns it over, not on the same page. At midcourt, Hull, transition, triple now, good! 23-22, Fever within 1, half a minute to go, opening quarter. And that does it for the first period. And it's Indiana down a point in New York, 23-22. McDonald's playing point, orchestrating the offense with the right arm. Dribbles towards the left wing. She's guarded by the longer Febich. Dish, right side, Mitchell, pick and roll with Boston. Nitty, money! over Jones. Fever fighting back within 2, 4:50 to go, second quarter. Cloud driving left to right. Tough shot off glass, no good. Rebound, Indiana. McDonald bursts down the floor, finds Cunningham on the left wing. She hits a three for the lead, 33-32, with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Fever attacking the left side rim. McDonald between the rings. Halfway through the shot clock, dishes right wing. Cole feeds Boston, right post, skip pass. Mitchell catch and shoot three. Oh yeah! 46-38 Fever. Final minute, second quarter. Timeout New York. Indiana's on a roll on the road. From down 8 to up 8. And there's the buzzer to end the first half. Fever 46, Liberty 42. There you have it. Stay tuned. Coming up, we'll break down some numbers from the first half. Get you ready for this third quarter. 46-42. Fever leading the Liberty. You're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through June 2nd, 2025.
The Indiana Fever trust Wnba as their official orthopedic provider, and so can you. From game-time injuries to everyday mishaps, Wnba Urgent Care is your fast, affordable alternative to the ER. Walk in, skip the wait, and see an orthopedic expert. No appointment needed. Injuries happen. Wnba is ready. Find a location near you at orthowindy.com. Wnba, trusted by the pros. Here for you.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
Hosting a watch party? Score big with catering from Chicken Salad Chick. From tailgates to team celebrations, we bring fresh, flavorful chicken salad inside straight to your event. With 12 crave-worthy flavors, there's something for every fan. Order your game day spread at chickcatering.com. Proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to recognize U.S. Foods, a proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever. At U.S. Foods, quality is their top priority. From sourcing the finest ingredients to delivering exceptional products, they are committed to helping customers succeed. Whether it's in the kitchen or on the court, they support the highest levels of excellence. Thank you, U.S. Foods, for your dedication to quality and supporting our team, who's also driven to be the best. U.S. Foods, we help you make it.
This is the exclusive radio home of the Indiana Fever.
WIBC HD2, W298BB, WIBC HD3, W228CX, Indianapolis.
This is Natasha Howard, and you're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
After Kelsey Mitchell, Tosh, second leading scorer in this game, 10 points, and she was the game best, plus 13 in the plus-minus category in the first half. Also 3 rebounds and a steal for Howard as the Fever at halftime in New York have a 46-42 lead. As a team, Indiana shot 47% from the field. New York pretty similar, 46.9%. The Fever, 5 of 15 from 3, so 33%. New York an advantage there, 6 of 12 from behind the arc. New York also 6 for 6 at the line, while the Fever were 5 for 5. No one in double figure scoring for the Liberty. Breanna Stewart, 6 points. Sabrina Ionescu, just 3, 1 of 7. We heard it from everyone around the league. Fever players, Liberty players. It's a quick turnaround going from these teams playing last Wednesday, traveling to Indy, all that was going on. Not only the basketball, the fun, the sponsorships, and then back to it here tonight. So we'll see how these teams come out of the locker room. Players warming up on the court right now, so we'll step aside when we come back. Third quarter action. It's the Fever 46, the Liberty 42. You're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply.
What's the hottest ticket in town? The Indiana Fever. The best way to get there? Indigo. Catch the fever by catching the bus. Indigo's My Key acts as your fast break pass to experience high-octane Fever basketball, all while avoiding parking fees and traffic jams. Playing your Fever game night with Indigo. Visit indigo.net/how-to-ride to plan your trip and get connected to My Key. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the game. Indigo. The best way to catch the fever.
I'm Lynn Dunn, Senior Advisor to the Indiana Fever. I've seen the power of women who lead, at home, on the court, and in life. If you think your child may be showing signs of autism, trust your gut. Early detection matters. Don't wait, don't wonder. Visit daymar.org today. You'll find answers, support, and a team that walks beside you. Every child deserves a chance, and the right assist can change everything.
When it comes to your education, WGU helps you stay in the game. Whether you're working full-time, raising a family, or juggling both, WGU's online accredited programs help you earn a degree in business, technology, education, or healthcare on your schedule. You can even score your degree faster by taking tests and turning in assignments as soon as you're ready. Join the thousands of students across Indiana who are making big plays for their future. Learn more at WGU.edu.
From buzzer beaters to buzzbait and cornhole to canoes, Academy Sports and Outdoors has all you need to find your fun. And when fun's the goal, anything is possible. We're here for pre-game gear-ups, camping trip do-withouts, and days when the best things in life happen right outside your back door. Swing by your local indie stores in Avon, Westfield, Greenwood, and Bloomington for the top brands in the game at undefeatable prices. There's no match for fun, and fun can't lose at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
This is Sophie Cunningham, and you're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
The 12 and 11 Fever have a 46-42 lead on the 15-6 New York Liberty. A lot of fight from the Fever in the first half as they went from down by 8 to up by as many as 8. The first half in total featuring a couple of ties and 7 lead changes. So Bria, looking ahead now to this third quarter, second half, what's going to be key for the Fever?
Well, I think they got to be disruptive still on the defensive end. You can bet it wasn't a very nice talking to by Coach Sandy in that locker room and the New York Liberty. So you got to be able to come out and stop their run as they try to refocus and regroup as well. So defense is going to be the name of this game to get this on this road win.
Yeah, we heard from everyone that the theme of the weekend in Indy for All-Star was good vibes. Yeah. But all of a sudden now, more intense vibes here in this game. The defending champion Liberty have it to begin the third quarter. They work it to Leonie Fibic, and politically she scores from the left post, 46-44. Fever ball up by 2. Starting 5 on the floor. Boston has it left elbow, guarded by Jones. Aaliyah drives right lane, lays it in off glass. Great offensive set, clearing space, and Boston takes advantage. Stewart now going left baseline, guarded by Howard. In front of the foul line, spins, puts it up short, rebound Howard. Tosh brings it across the timeline, angling left towards the sideline. Gives between the rings. Boston, bounce pass in the paint. McDonald whips it, left corner. Sophie for three. Got it! There's a biggie for Sophie, and it's 51-44 Fever, a minute into the third quarter.
A few great possessions there offensively for the Fever.
Ionescu, pick and roll with Jones, defended by Howard. Missed layup, but a bailout whistle. Caitlin Clark doesn't like it from the bench. She gives a word to assistant coach Grandma Christmas Kelly to look back at video coordinator Adam Helmer. Should they challenge? The thought, no. And it'll be 2 free throws for the 6'6" Jonquel Jones.
Yeah, Jonquel Jones, rather. She was not too happy. There was a screen that was not called when she was guarding Aaliyah Boston on the opposite end. And Aaliyah just looked like she had a wide open, part the Red Sea type of layup there on that first offensive possession.
And now both free throws good for Jones. So 8:53 on the third quarter clock. Fever ahead 51-46. And Indiana in the navy and gold going left to right. McDonald bounce pass left elbow. Boston. Eyes not on the rim, but on teammates. Gives to a cutting Mitchell, who lays it in. Rim right. Backdoor baseline cut. And it's 53-46 Fever.
That's why they have offensive breakdown.
Ionescu, runner left lane, no rebound. Boston, Aaliyah surges down the floor, left to right, top of the key. Corner kick left side, Sophie probes, pulls it back on the left wing, kicks left corner. Tosh, baseline blow by on Jones, reverse layup, swatted. Jones recovered. Stewart, point forward, Hezzy at midcourt, downhill on Howard, pushes off, lays it in. 53-48, 2 minutes into the third quarter. Fever ball up by 5. Stewart got away with a stiff arm. Now it's Boston guarded by Jones, straight on to Mitchell for 3. Short rebound, New York. Fibic on the right sideline to Ionescu. Across the white stripe, guarded by Mitchell. Fibic cuts, gets it, rim right, scores. Pretty pass by Ionescu. 53-50. Fever lead trimmed at 3. 7:33 to go. Quarter 3.
It's a tough one. It looked like Sophie, but you got to be able to put a lot of pressure on the ball.
Sophie just got fouled away from the ball by Fibic between the rings. Third on Fibic. As far as the individual foul situation goes for the Fever, Tosh Howard, the only player with 3 fouls. And now for the Liberty, Fibic is their first to 3. Sideline out of bounds, Mitchell to McDonald. Perimeter left, guarded by Cloud. Airy passes, Sophie, open, right wing 3, bucket! Cunningham's cooking. 56-50 Fever, 7:10 to go, third quarter. Jones pulls left wing, and she matches it. The post from the perimeter. 56-53, 3 minutes gone by, quarter 3. Boston left block. Incredible pass to Mitchell, but she couldn't hang on to it underneath the hoop. Turnover, out of bounds. Sophie's got 4 threes and a dozen points.
Man, she has just come completely alive as that first few weeks with the Fever. She couldn't buy a bucket from the 3. Now it's like she can't miss. So, way to get acclimated.
Numbers playing out. Contact away from the ball. Offensive foul on Cloud. She knocked Howard over. Stops the clock with 6:51 left in the third quarter. I take it back. That is not the case. The foul is on the Fever. It's on Kelsey Mitchell. Multiple players there tangled up.
Yeah.
So sideline out of bounds for New York. Ionescu to Stewart. One all-star starter to another. Stewart guarded by Boston. A switch. Stewart on McDonald. Major mismatch, but she left the bunny short. Rebound Tosh. Howard explodes left to right. Still going. Right lane. Double team. Passes out of it to Boston right wing. Aaliyah dribbles. Shot fake to Kelsey with the big. Jones on her. Step back 3. Oh, yeah! Kells connects. They say it's a long 2, 58-53, 6:20 to go, third quarter. Ionescu misses the runner left lane. Rebound McDonald. Indiana left to right. Airy, left wing, has space, launches. Misses off to the left and it rolls out of bounds to the fans in the front row. 6:07 remaining in the third quarter. 58-53 Fever.
Man, that 3 ball by Kelsey Mitchell. I mean, she had the shot. But a taller Jonquel Jones, she kind of gets her off balance, step back between the legs.
Well, they only called it a 2. I think that might be reviewed next time out. I thought it was a 3 as well. Here's a no-doubt 3 for Cloud, and she sinks it from the right arc. 58-56. Fun game here. High-level play. 5:45 to go third quarter. Fever up 58-56. Mitchell dribbles right to left, and she's fouled on the wing by Jones, who shakes her head at the call made by the crew chief, Eric Bruton. Right in front of Spike Lee, who stands up out of his courtside seat. Thought Spike might give up hoops for the summer after what the Pacers did to his Knicks. Sideline out of bounds. Kelsey pulls a 3 up top. No good. Rebound, New York. 5.5 minutes to go. Quarter 3. Stewart on the dribble to Ionescu. Ionescu, left wing. Bounce pass. Deflected by Howard. Pass to Seal. Goes behind the back with the dribble. Tosh, coast to coast. Her layup denied, but a foul. It's on Jones, who immediately twirls her right index finger towards her team's bench, indicating they should challenge. Sandy Brondello looks back to her video coordinator. Now she peers up at the video screens above the board. Looks back at her assistant coach. Hands in her pocket. Will she pull the trigger? No, she shakes her head, and it's 2 free throws for Tosh.
That was a good decision there, as it really wasn't so much on the shot. It was the follow-through that got her the foul call there. But what a sequence there by Howard, as she looked like a point forward.
Amazing behind-the-back dribble, and she buries the first of 2 free throws. Not affected by the fans banging the seafoam green thunder sticks back and forth behind the right side basket. Meanwhile, behind the left side basket, Ellie the Elephant, the New York mascot, head shaking, trunk shaking. Second free throw, pure. 60-56 Fever. 5:18 to go, third quarter. New York right to left. The skills challenge champion Cloud bounces to Stewart. Stewart, top of the key, handoff. Cloud, Nitty, left elbow, misses to the right, loose underneath. Boston tried to save it to Hull, but it goes out of bounds. New York ball with 5:02 to go in the third quarter. First whistle after the 5-minute mark will be a media timeout. Players really going full bore here. Stewart tosses it in to Jones, looking for Johannes, instead intercepted by Mitchell, driving, ball touched out of bounds, off Johannes. The Fever will have it when we come back. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. Fever 60, Liberty 56. You're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Fever fans, get ready to bring the heat. It's game day, and Chicken Salad Chick is here to fuel your fandom. With 12 fresh, made-from-scratch chicken salad flavors, pimento cheese, and egg salad, we've got the perfect meal for every fan. Dine in with us, grab a meal to go, or order ahead for pickup. With 7 local restaurants, deliciousness is always within reach. Chicken Salad Chick is a proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever. Visit chickensaladchick.com to order now.
Better water starts with a free water analysis from C&J Water, proud partner of the Indiana Fever. From hard water solutions to pure, great-tasting drinking water, C&J Water is committed to helping you enjoy better water in every glass, load of laundry, and shower. Schedule your free water analysis today at cnjwater.com and discover how much better your water can be. C&J Water, local, trusted, and the choice of the Indiana Fever.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sautéed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through June 2nd, 2025.
Disney's Descendants Zombies Worlds Collide Tour. Live in concert. Friday, August 8th at Cambridge Fieldhouse. A one-of-a-kind live concert experience starring Kylie Cantrell, Freya Sky, Malia Baker, Malachi Barton, Dara Renee, Joshua Colley, and Makana Knight. Live on stage, singing all the hits from the movies. Tickets on sale now at DescendantZombiesLive.com.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. Choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more at the grand opening of the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com.
Cover me!
This is Lexi Hull, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Without Caitlin Clark, who remains sidelined by a right groin injury pregame tonight, Stephanie White said she didn't have any update, although Caitlin did visit with a doctor here in New York City. But without CC, the Fever lead 60-56 against the New York Liberty. This is the Fever effort that we saw that led them to win the Commissioner's Cup championship against the other top team in the W in Minnesota.
Exactly, and that's why they're playing with so much confidence today, as they've just been able to take the Bulls by the horns and come up with an identity, not necessarily separate from Clark, but that feeds off of her.
Baseline out of bounds for the Fever after the timeout. Pull the inbounder. Howard gets it, left elbow, dribble handoff, McDonald, try to pick and roll it, but instead picked off by Stewart, who then is fouled in the backcourt with 4:45 left in the third, and the Fever in front 60-56. Third foul on McDonald, third on the team here in the quarter. And now McDonald comes out. And Sydney Colson, fresh off her stand-up appearance at Fever Fest on Saturday night, back in.
Yeah, they said they had a lot of great things to say about that stand-up.
Comedic relief, but right now, tension here in New York. Fever up by 4. Liberty ball left side, 10 on the shot clock as Stewart drives left lane. Howard, excellent D, forces a miss. Jones though, an offensive rebound, puts it in, plus a foul on Boston. The two bigs got tied up, and the ball just came off the rim at a perfect angle for Jones. And Boston at that point helpless. Third on AB. And so Jones, who's only playing in her 10th game this year, has missed more than half the season, swishes the free throw. Sydney playing point. Passes into the front court, right side to Howard. Swings it, right wing Mitchell. Pick and roll. Boston right elbow. Passes up top. Mitchell drives against Cloud. Weaves towards the left corner. 7 on the shot clock. 1-on-1. Mitchell against Cloud. Crossing over. Going baseline. Pass deflected out of bounds by Stewart. And before that happened, the crew chief, Eric Bruton, says Mitchell stepped out on the baseline. So a turnover gives it to the Liberty with 4:04 to go in the third. And the Fever's lead once as many as 8. Currently cut down to 1, 60-59.
Yeah, a little too unselfish there for the Fever as they pass up a few open looks.
Jones 3 over Boston up top. Back rim, out of bounds underneath. Off New York. Substitution for the Fever now. Stephanie White summoned Sophie Cunningham in for Tosh Howard. I can't believe they're booing Sophie.
I'm not sure, because I remember hearing that at the beginning of the game. I'm not sure what the beef is.
Yeah. I don't know why, but they're booing her. Sydney Colson around a Boston screen up top. Pick and pop. Boston. Handoff. Mitchell left wing. Open space. Fires a 3 and hits. 63-59 with 3.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kennedy Burke in off the bench for New York. Left perimeter driving. Offensive foul. She elbowed Lexi. And Hull, who leads the league in drawing offensive fouls, has drawn her 23rd of the season. Wow. That's 7 more than anyone else in the W.
And just smacked her in the back of the head there as she's trying to get to the basket. And one thing about Hull, you know she's going to put her body on the line. Her body, her head, her knees, it doesn't matter. She goes out there and she plays extremely hard, especially on the defensive end, night in and night out.
Fever ball up by 4, 3:20 to go, third quarter. On the right side, Mitchell at the foul line, bounce pass, AB, right elbow, knifing through traffic, but it's stolen away by Harrison. Pass in the backcourt, and a foul called on Colson, who reached in on Fibich. 3:10 to go, third quarter. Bonus situation, and it'll be a couple of free throws for Fibich. 63-59 Fever. Couple of free throws for the 6'4 Fibich. An 80% foul shooter, who is the top field goal and three-point shooter for New York this year, and among the best in the league. Shooting at the end with the American and Canadian flags. Bricks the second after making the first. Rebounded by Sophie.
You have a gift.
Announcers King strikes. 63-60 Fever. 3 minutes ago. Quarter 3. Kickball. And the Fever keep it with 15 on the shot clock. Kelsey will inbound a few steps away from where Spike Lee sits courtside. Inbounded into the corner. Colson tees it up. Can't connect. AB battling for an offensive board. She's got it, and she's fouled by Harrison. With 2:56 remaining in the third. 63-60 Fever. That's the fourth of the quarter on New York.
Yeah, and the battle of the big girls has been a big thing tonight, as we've seen AB and Jones go back and forth, but he has so much more power than his Izzy.
Sid kicks right corner. Lexi drills the three in front of the Liberty bench. 66-60 Fever with 2:43 to go in the third quarter.
Now you get it done there. You got to be able to find that open man when they come.
Great dime by Sid. Harrison driving. Left lane. AB rips it away. Jump ball. How about the effort by the Fever tonight? Short-handed on the road.
Speaks volumes. Like you said, you mentioned it earlier. This is that Fever team that we saw against one of the top team in the league, Minnesota, just weeks ago.
Jump ball. And back tapping it to Hull. Lexi now on the dribble. Guarded by Stewart. Hesitation. Drives on her. Layup. No, but she's fouled. How about the aggressiveness of Lexi? First half, she pulls for three on a fast break. Knocked it down. There, fearless against one of the best defenders in the W.
Yep, that's exactly what made that possession just as swaggy as it came. She saw Stewie size her up. And she says, I don't care. You can get these buckets too.
The Stanford engineering alum makes the first of two. Her fiance Will in attendance here. Several players on the team have loved ones here.
You know, you do play differently when you know you have that family in the crowd.
Second free throw in and out. Rebound New York. 2:20 to go, third quarter. Fever in front, 67-60. Liberty ball on the left edge. Harrison guarded by Dantas, and she reached in. That's a poor foul. And it leads to two free throws. It's a situation where the offensive player was not a threat to do much. She was just looking to pass.
Yeah.
And actually, they're sending Stewart to the line, and they say that the foul was on Mitchell away from the play. And the first one rattles in.
Yeah, looking at that, it was just a bump as Stewie was cutting, which is a very normal, characteristic part of the defense on many teams.
Second free throw swirls through. All in all, the Fever are fine with that freedom of movement being enforced. They just haven't experienced that much this season. Kelsey, full steam ahead, passes right corner. Lexi for three, short this time. Demiris with an offensive rebound. Reload, Kelsey, left arc. 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Fever up by 5. Lexi, left elbow, attacks, puts it up, off glass, no. Rebound, New York. Burke was falling to the floor, may have gotten away with a travel. Liberty in transition. Stewart between the rings. Hull guards, chest pass, right wing. Fibich, catch and shoot. Drains it. They can shoot the leather off the ball. 67-65. Both teams have made 9 threes. Fever ball up by 2. 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Lexi Right side, pumps on a three, guarded by Stewart. Passes, Sophie, bounce pass. They play catch on the perimeter up top to Kelsey, right wing. 3 on the shot clock. Kelsey has to create. Step back 3. Ricked it to the right. Rebound, New York. 70 seconds to go, third quarter. Stewart, right lane, drives by Cunningham, lays it in. Timeout, Steph White with 1:05 to go in the third quarter, and the game equal at 67. And the fans here at Barclays Center on their feet. You were talking about it before, Bria. Every game is a home game for the Fever so far this season, except in San Francisco and in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and it is electric and loud in here for their home squad as you see Ellie the Elephant going to town on the dance floor. The court. But, again, this game is full of runs. You're on the road. You know the momentum. Once it's with the home team, it's hard to get back. But it's hard, but it's not impossible. So they have to come out here, refocus, come up with a good few plays, stop some scores.
Well, the last time the Liberty had a run like this early in the second quarter, Steph utilized the timeout to quell that momentum, and it proved to be very effective. The Fever then went on a run themselves, so we'll see if it can be a similar pattern here to disrupt the dance party that is broken out at Barclays.
And one thing about it, too, when you're down as a team, yes, you have momentum, but you're also gassed, trying to climb and scratch and claw your way out of a hole that was dug prior. So, some legs could be gone here, and we could get back and see if we can make a run ourselves. And again, this is all without Sabrina. Sabrina is on the bench and hasn't been in a little while, and they've somehow figured it out without her.
Well, they have an exceptional roster, and we alluded to this earlier.
True.
Report yesterday that has been confirmed that the Liberty are set to sign Emma Miesemann, the 6'4", former Finals MVP with Washington in 2019, a two-time All-Star from Belgium, who hasn't played in the W in more than a couple of years now, but at 6'4", very skilled. She is going to add to this championship team for New York. Out of the timeout, Fever ball, left to right, final minute, third quarter. Kelsey, right wing, gets bumped, no call, chest pass, left wing, Lexi, 7 on the shot clock, back to Kelsey, rise and fire 3, off to the left, and Stewart skies in for the rebound for the Liberty. Tied at 67. Right wing, Burke for 3. Misses to the right. Offensive rebound, though. Harrison then lost her footing. Tie up on the floor as Lexi fights for it. And I think they're calling a foul here on Harrison for a leg kick. As the crew chief, Eric Bruton, marches down the floor. He's almost fouled by Spike Lee, who rises out of his courtside seat to argue. And not a foul, but a kick ball on Harrison, who swung her leg like a soccer player.
Yeah, didn't hit anybody, but yes.
There's no Hoosier hospitality in the 5 boroughs, and then a makeup call is whistled by Kevin Fahey, perhaps influenced by the fans. He calls Sophie for setting an illegal screen that very quickly gives the ball back to New York with 24 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and the score knotted at 67.
I don't know about that one. That was just pure contact. If anything, it looked like Fugic had the better hand in that foul there. She sent Sophie Cunningham to the ground.
Indiana and New York, tight game. Basically no different shot to game clock here as Stewart goes downhill left side, lays it in off glass. 4 seconds to go in the quarter. Dantas inbounds to Colson. Sydney across midcourt to Lexi, right wing 3. Off glass, it went in and out. And so through 3 quarters, the Fever down by 2. 69-67 at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Fourth quarter after this. You're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Health insurance companies are expected to carry health benefits, but CareSource does so much more. We look beyond doctors' offices and hospitals to see the challenges that face our members. Then we help them achieve not just better health, but better lives. Along with Healthy Indiana plan benefits, we help our members find stable jobs, housing, childcare, and rides so they can find greater independence. At CareSource, we're removing barriers. We're improving lives. We're reimagining health insurance.
The Indiana Fever trust Wnba as their official orthopedic provider, and so can you. From game-time injuries to everyday mishaps, Wnba Urgent Care is your fast, affordable alternative to the ER. Walk in, skip the wait, and see an orthopedic expert. No appointment needed. Injuries happen. Wnba is ready. Find a location near you at orthowindy.com. Orthowindy, trusted by the pros. Here for you.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. T&Cs apply. Available in app only.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a moment to recognize U.S. Foods, a proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever. At U.S. Foods, quality is their top priority. From sourcing the finest ingredients to delivering exceptional products, they are committed to helping customers succeed. Whether it's in the kitchen or on the court, they support the highest levels of excellence. Thank you, U.S. Foods, for your dedication to quality and supporting our team, who's also driven to be the best. U.S. Foods, we help you make it.
This is Jeff Wheeler, Business Manager of IBEW Local 481. We power the moments that matter most and provide the tech that makes it all possible. From the schools where your kids learn and the healthcare facilities that care for your loved ones to the excitement of every big game, IBEW Local 41 is at the heart of it all. Whether it's game day or every day, our union members ensure everything runs smoothly. IBEW Local 481, proudly powering your community.
This is Cindy Colson, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Sid and the Fever down 69-67 as we head to the fourth quarter at Barclays Center against the Liberty. Quite a game. 3 ties, 8 lead changes. What do the Fever needs to do to swing the tide back to their side?
Yeah, so that was a tough stretch there. Is the aggression and the downhill attack and the light of day that the New York Liberty were able to see in that last few minutes of that quarter were crucial. And then on that, it's kind of like we had our foot off the gas once they started to go on their run. So we just got to be able to get back, see if we can get a few easy transition buckets, get to the free throw line, put some pressure on their offense with our defense, and this is anybody's game.
That was an 8-0 run for the Liberty to close out the third.
A lot of 8s today.
Yep. Crazy. Fever will have the ball to begin the fourth quarter. Down 69-67. It's Boston, Mitchell, Colson, Cunningham, and Howard. And Ionescu still not on the court for New York, by the way. Mitchell at the controls. Chest pass, left arc, Cunningham. Lob pass, Boston. She dribbles to the foul line. Handoff, Colson. 5 on the shot clock. Colson, shovel pass. Howard, baseline, midi. No good from the far side. Rebound, New York. Stewart on the dribble across the timeline. Guarded by Howard. Veering towards the midcourt logo. Rifles a pass, right wing. Fibic, the league leader in three-point shooting. Drives. Cunningham reaches in, and it's called for a foul. 9:22 left in the game. Fever down 69-67.
That was a hard foul there by Cunningham, which I don't mind. Maybe having that foul a little bit earlier before she gets into her shooting motion.
I'm not convinced that Fibic was in the act of shooting, but she's awarded 2 free throws and sinks the first. 80% foul shooter on the year.
And honestly, this is how good the Liberty are. I mean, you have Sabrina, who's not having a Sabrina type of game, and they're still able to rally points, and other players are able to step up, which makes them super dangerous.
Absolutely. Second free throw, all net. McDonald's into the game for Mitchell. Airy bounce pass left wing. Sophie for three. Too strong. Rebound. Stewart. Dangerous spot here for the Fever. Down 71-67. 9 to go. Stewart whips it right wing. Johannes poked out of bounds by Boston. Liberty ball with 8:57 to go. 13 on their shot clock. As Johannes standing on the tee in Liberty. Overhead pass to Febic. Skip pass left wing Stewart. Lobs it right block. Too easy for Jones. And then gets bumped by Boston. And a whistle timeout Fever. Steph White here just trying to curtail the momentum as the fourth quarter picks up where the third quarter left off. Dangerous spot here for the Fever. Liberty on a 12-0 run. Breaking the action with 8:48 left. And Indiana down 73-67. You're listening to Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Hosting a watch party? Score big with catering from Chicken Salad Chick. From tailgates to team celebrations, we bring fresh, flavorful chicken salad inside straight to your event. With 12 crave-worthy flavors, there's something for every fan. Order your game day spread at chickcatering.com. Proud sponsor of the Indiana Fever.
A look, a sound, a movement, a silence. Parents don't need all the answers, just the courage to ask the right questions. If a child may be showing signs of autism, early detection matters. DAMAR is here to help with answers, support, and a team ready to help. Visit damar.org today. Every child deserves a chance, and sometimes the most powerful move is to ask for help.
Hey fans, Sophie Cunningham here. If you have private student loan debt and are behind or even in default, you gotta call my friends at Wnba. Wnba refinances private student loans that others won't touch, and they provide you with a custom loan payment based on your ability to pay. And Wnba does not care what your credit score is. Just give them a call at 888-YREFI34. That's 888-YREFI34. Or go to yrefy.com. That's YREFY.com.
This copyrighted telecast of WNBA Enterprises may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise used in any form without the express written consent of WNBA Enterprises.
This is Kelsey Mitchell, and you're listening to Indiana Fever Basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Kelsey has a game-high 21 points, but the Fever trail the Liberty on the road 73-67 as New York currently on a 12-0 run, much of the delight of the likes of Remy Ma and Fat Joe, the New York-based rappers who are among those seated courtside tonight. This is the best team in the New York area. Yeah. They won the title last year. And I'm talking about just across the sports landscape. So this has become the place to be in New York City.
It's like a big old party here. The fan engagement to the excitement to the dancing elephant to they had some old schoolers up here in one of the timeouts as well. So it's just all on one accord. They're having a great time.
Fever ball here out of the timeout with the new schooler, Bria Goss. I'm probably an old schooler now, and John Nolan. Thanks for joining us as Howard looking for Boston. Ball deflected out of bounds by the lanky Stewart towards Natasha Cloud, who's seated on the bench. Fever keep it, but only 6 on the shot clock. 8:30 to go in the game. And down at 73-67, trying to end this 12-0 run. Colson from the corner inbounds to McDonald. No look pass. Picked off by Stewart. Against the majority of players in the league, you can thread the needle inside, but not against Stewie. At 6'4". And now on defense, the Fever called for a foul. There is this one unraveling. That's it. Still just a two-possession game for the moment.
Yeah.
Foul on Boston. 4 on her. She is the first player in the game with 4 fouls. Burke inbounding. Right post, Johannes snaps it back to Burke. Bounce pass, Stewart near the logo. 10 on the shot clock. Stewart driving on Howard. Left corner kick. Jones for 3. Hits the side of the backboard. No good. Rebound, Howard. Fever in transition. Left to right. Swing it. Right corner. Lexi. She drives. Whistle off ball as jonquel Jones throws a temper tantrum as the 31-year-old is called for fouling Boston.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, you got to be able to, that's a clear hold, clear as day. And we've seen on both ends how they've been calling the big girl play down low.
Ionescu back in for the Liberty.
Yep, that was exactly what I was going to say. We haven't seen her in a while, and so it's going to be interesting how she warms herself back up.
Boston driving right, guarded by Jones. The physicality continues. AB puts it up, blocked, gets it. 5 on the shot clock. McDonald, floater doesn't fall. Ball tapped out up top, and New York snares it. Burke pressured on the left sideline by Hull. On the handle at the logo. Recovers, now drives on Lexi. Contact, Howard helped D and a block. Boston saves it on the baseline. 5 on 4 for the Fever. Burke behind the play. Lexi angling right, picks up the dribble. Bounce pass, right block. Howard against Ionescu, driving and fouled with 7:24 left. Fever trailing 73-67. It's a blocking foul.
Tough break there for the Fever as Leah Boston just trying to go to work down low. Wasn't rewarded. Came back. Was able to get the right block there. Take advantage of the mismatch down low.
2 free throws for Tosh. And the first goes through. So that ends the drought. It had been a 12-0 Liberty run dating back to late in the third quarter. Second free throw on the way. In and out. Rebound Liberty. 73-68. 7:20 to play. Stewart point forward. Guarded by Howard. Parkway center logo. Right wing. To Jones between the rings. Shuffle pass Ionescu. Feeds. Right elbow. Stewart. Guarded tightly by Howard. And one. Turnaround shot. Swish plus the foul. 75-68, 7:07 left. Substitution for the Fever. Kelsey Mitchell in for Sydney Colson. And for Stewart, who's 4th in the league in scoring at 19 points per game. Has 16 and counting. Couple dribbles, spins, extends, and the free throw falls in after hitting the front of the orange iron.
And this player had 6 points in the first 20 minutes and came out that third quarter alone and had 8.
Without CC, the Fever down 76-68. Mitchell, foul line. Another one for Kells, up to 23 points, leading all scorers. Stewart between the rings, terminates the dribble, chest pass, right side, Jones, dribble handoff, Bebic, McDonald, Honor, turnaround shot at the foul line, short, Boston corrals the carom. AB wearing bright blue shoes with 3 stripes, hands off between the rings, Lexi sends it right side, Howard not shy, short on the 3, follows after her miss, the ball pinballs to Lexi, who misses a bunny rim right. Rebound New York. 6:15 to go. Fever trailing by a half dozen. Ionescu, left wing in front of the Fever bench. Driving baseline on Boston. Skip pass. Jones tees up the 3. Well, you can tell by that reaction as Jones Lance plays the guitar as she goes down the floor. Timeout, Indiana, here in the borough where Stevenson grew up. 6:01 to go in the game. It's a timeout for us as well. This is the largest lead of the night for either side. Fever in a 9-point hold down, 79-70. And you're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
From hook shots to fishing hooks and backyard grills to lake chills, Academy Sports and Outdoors has all you need to find your fun this season. And when fun's the goal, anything is possible. We're here for pre-game gear-ups, camping trip do-withouts, and days when the best things in life happen right outside your back door. Swing by your local Academy or shop academy.com for the top brands in the game at undefeatable prices. There's no match for fun, and fun can't lose at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Hey, I'm ordering dinner. I was thinking burgers.
Boom! I just earned a $650 bonus for opening up a checking account at Old National Bank. Sorry, what'd you say? Burgers?
No, I definitely said 40-ounce dry-aged tomahawk steaks. Yep, with those little sauteed mushrooms.
Earn up to a $650 bonus when you open an eligible checking account and complete qualifying activities. Visit oldnational.com/checking and get old. Member FDIC. Additional restrictions apply. Offer valid through June 2nd, 2025.
When it comes to your education, WGU helps you stay in the game. Whether you're working full-time, raising a family, or juggling both, WGU's online accredited programs help you earn a degree in business, technology, education, or healthcare on your schedule. You can even score your degree faster by taking tests and turning in assignments as soon as you're ready. Join the thousands of students across Indiana who are making big plays for their future. Learn more at WGU.edu.
Radio 1 is seeking a general sales manager to lead our sales operations in Indianapolis. The ideal candidate will bring a strong track record in sales leadership, team development, and revenue generation across both traditional media and digital platforms. This role requires a bachelor's degree and 2 to 4 years related experience and/or training or equivalent combination. To view the full job listing and apply, go to urban1.com/careers. Applicants are subject to a background check. Radio 1 is an equal opportunity employer.
This is Sophie Cunningham, and you're listening to Indiana Fever basketball on the Old National Bank Radio Network.
Tosh brings it across the timeline, angling left towards the sideline. Gives between the rings. Boston, bounce pass in the paint. McDonald whips it left corner. Sophie for three. Got it! There's a biggie for Sophie, and it's 51-44 Fever, a minute into the third quarter. Our electric play of the game tonight, powered by IBEW Local 481. IBEW Local 481, proudly powering your community. Fever hold the lead into the later part of the third quarter, but dating back to the 2:15 mark of the third, New York right now is on an 18-3 extended run, and the Liberty lead the Fever 79-70. It's 0-1 left.
And it's just chipping away. And I mean, a lot of credit goes to Liberty as they've just almost as a flip of the switch just turned it on, but there's still plenty of time in this game to get things turned around.
Well, the Liberty are the top three-point shooting team in the W, averaging 10 made threes a game on their mark, and tonight hyper efficient, better than 50%. They're 10 of 19. Out of the timeout, Fever inbound, and then just about immediately a foul on the Liberty. Each team whistled for 3 fouls so far, not yet midway through the fourth quarter. Sophie sideline out of bounds. Lobs it to Airy. Airy at 5'6", guarded by the 6'4" Phoenix. Bounce pass left elbow, Boston. Up top, Mitchell. Pick and roll. AB at the foul line. Sends it right wing. McDonald 3. Needed it, but instead, back iron no. 79-70. Ionescu, right elbow. Jay. Nothing but net. 81-70. Fever left to right in navy and gold. McDonald, right wing. Bounce pass, right baseline. AB backing down Jones. Right-handed hook shot, good off glass, and one.
That was tough. I mean, just ice cold from the three we have been on this Liberty run, so we got to go three the long way. And then on top of that, that was Jones' 5th foul with 5 minutes and 13 seconds to go. So you got to take her out, which a Leah Baldwin would be licking her chops by now.
Yeah, how about Jonquel Jones and her return from the ankle injury?
Yeah.
18 points. Free throw falls through for Boston. 81-73, 5:10 remaining. Jones, 9 rebounds. Over the course of her career with the Liberty, unbelievably, they're 28-0, and she has a double-double in the regular season. Ionescu bounce pass to Stewart, then cuts, gets it back from Stewie and scores. 83-73, 4:50 left. McDonald's left wing, right side to Boston. Dribble handoff, Mitchell right wing, pick and roll. AB on the baseline, passes left corner. Sophie had a leap to catch it. Skip pass, deflected out of bounds, off New York. Near the right post. It'll be a baseline out of bounds for the Fever with 4:34 to play in the game. 6 on the shot clock. McDonald inbounding from the Michelob Ultra logo on a seafoam baseline to Boston. Offensive foul. Ionescu draws the charge, and AB, who's as mild-mannered as they come, is giving the crew chief, Eric Bruton, an earful. Stewart wants to restart the game. He's waiting for the ball. Inbounds to Cloud, who kicks it right back to Stewart. Front court left. 4.5 to play. Fever down 10. Ionescu pulls the trigger. Left corner 3 in front of the Fever bench. Exploding late in crunch time. The 3-point champ extends the lead to 13, and now Mitchell left baseline attacks and is fouled. Well, Sabrina, for the season, 7th in the league in points per game, averaging 18 a contest. Was having a tough shooting night. And now Mitchell, fellow all-star, will shoot 2 free throws on the right side.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, being able to come in after sitting for so long, and then on top of that, struggling from the field to find anything going in some kind of rhythm. And 3 buckets has got her back going, which is going to make it extremely tough for them to come on back.
First free throw good for Kelsey, so is the second. Feels like, to use the fighting analogy, and the Fever were able to answer punches through the first almost full 3 quarters. Ionescu to Stewart. She can't catch it near the rim. Stolen by Howard. Fever in transition, but then Howard has no angle for a pass, and it's stolen by Cloud. Surging down the floor. Skip pass. Ionescu, left wing 3. That's a dagger. Sabrina fired up. Timeout Fever with 3:51 to go. Well, Sabrina almost defeated Steph at Lucas Oil in that 3-point contest last February. That was a night-night shot.
Yeah.
89-75 with 3:51 left. A la Steph right there. Sabrina has had the alarm clock go off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, man, that was tough. I mean, you talk about daggers. I haven't seen one as early as 3 minutes and 51. It could be that right there. But once she throws the ball away, comes down to get the ball back, instead of hanging her head and being timid, she comes and does what she does best and hits the wide open 3.
We very much appreciate you being with us on the radio side tonight, as this game is broadcast nationally on ESPN with Ryan Rucco on play-by-play. You already know what he said on that one.
Exactly. It's a tough one, though. I mean, I'm not giving up on the Fever here. They still have time to get this thing back in gear, but it's going to have to start with the defense to see if they can get them controlled on one side of the floor.
Looking ahead, Fever will travel back to Indy after this game tonight. No game tomorrow. They'll be gearing up for the Las Vegas Aces as Asia Wilson, Jewel Lloyd and company will be back at Cambridge Fieldhouse for Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Fever had one of their best performances of the season against the Aces at home earlier this month. You know that Becky Hammond's team's going to have that in mind. And the Fever here still trying to battle without Caitlin Clark. Out of the timeout, Kelsey Mitchell, left wing, drives into the black paint. Oh, nice fake move, and then she banks it in. Kelsey's a bucket. Doing her thing tonight. 25 points, but the Fever trail by a dozen with 3.5 to go. Stewart, left post, kicks it out. Sabrina, shot fake. Sidestep, another three. This one short, rebounded by McDonald's. Cunningham had the contest. McDonald's, right arc. Passes on the right side to Cunningham. Contact. No call as there was a collision with Ionescu. Pass to the left corner intended for Mitchell was poked out of bounds by Fevich. Fever ball with 3:06 to go. Liberty considering a challenge, and they will utilize their coach's challenge with 3:06 remaining. Cunningham was on the right wing. Passed it cross court to McDonald's, and then was given an extra to the left corner. We'll see if we get a look at a replay, but the Liberty players seem pretty adamant that this call should be overturned.
Yeah, it's really, I really like how the people on the sideline and the crowd were the ones who gave them the confidence to challenge that call, and they were waving their finger before the Liberty decided to, so.
So challenging the out-of-bounds call with 3:06 left in the game, 89-77. The Fever trailing in New York. And yet just a tough spot in the schedule. Essentially consecutive games against the Liberty spaced out around the All-Star break, and break kind of a misnomer, especially for the Fever as the host. Well, mentioned the Thursday game at home against the Aces, and then peeking ahead further, Sunday the Fever will be on the road in Chicago against the Sky. In case you can't make the road trip, then you can join Freddie Fever and the Fever Inferno at Tom's Watch Bar on Illinois Street. That's a 3 o'clock game. It'll be on CBS. And it's a Fever Bar Network watch party presented by Corona.
That's pretty cool. I was able to go to Tom's Watch Bar for one of the Pacers finals games, and what they've done with that place is, I mean, it's beautiful, and I didn't realize that was a chain restaurant there.
Great local spot. Here as the Fever step out of Steph White's huddle with 3:06 to go. It's Mitchell, McDonald, Cunningham, Hull, and Boston. Silver lining here, as you can see by the body language, this team's still very unified. And they're all here tonight. It's just a reminder of how good this Liberty squad is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, momentum is such a dangerous thing. So they understand that there's still time on the clock, and this game is far from over. And honestly, a couple of possessions could really turn this thing around. So they've got to be willing to do the work and come out here. And whether they get the ball here or not, they're going to have to either score on this play or get that a good stop.
Reminder that in the NBA, reviews are based out of a center in New Jersey, here across the river. No such situation. It's the officials looking at a monitor at the scorer's table, still deliberating, as it is a timeless situation. A verdict now to the TV audience. And the fans who are seated near the play, they made that call about 5 minutes ago. The officials finally get to it. Liberty ball with 3:06 to go in the game. Full court pressure from the Fever. Cloud triggers it into Stewart, hands it off to Ionescu. Final 3 minutes. Fever down a dozen, 89-77. Ionescu at the logo, guarded by McDonald's. Gets a screen. Boston helps out, and with the double, a steal. Mitchell to McDonald. Left wing three. Off to the right, rebounded by Cloud. The Fever below 30% from three. The Liberty better than 50%. That's the game. Ionescu. And the paint misses a floater. Rebound, Fever. Mitchell races down the court. Left of the hoop. Banks it in. Kelsey's going off on the road. 27 points for Mitchell. Left post for New York. Easy 2 off glass for Harrison. Fever left to right. Whole right perimeter to Boston up top. 2:05 to go. Fever down 91-79. McDonald left arc to the foul line. Kicks right wing. Lexi driving. It's touched out of bounds by Ionescu. Those two competed against each other in the three-point contest, that time in the paint.
Yeah.
And I should correct myself. It's up to 29 points for Mitchell. Even the usually instantly quick scoreboard here was not keeping up with all the points for Mitchell. Her season high is 32 at Dallas. Boston back down, off glass, good ahead of the shot clock horn with 1:53 left. Fever lingering, 91-81. Need a stop.
That Mitchell, though, was just acrobatic.
Harrison drives left lane and one. Foul on Boston. Her night is over. Her 6th foul. Came into this game, we mentioned, having been called for the most fouls in the league this season. As Harrison now further ignites the home fans in Brooklyn. Dantas will come in as the replacement. On this Liberty team, which leads the league in scoring at 86 per game, has 93 and counting.
A tough break there for Aaliyah Boston as she's just trying to make the right play after the right play, and Izzy Harrison was able to capitalize on a three-point play.
With the free throw to cap it off, 94-81. McDonald and Mitchell lose control of the ball on the right sideline, a turnover. Well, the Liberty not cleaned themselves tonight with 19 giveaways, but the Fever also 19 turnovers, and to some degree, perhaps expected coming out of the All-Star break.
Right, just trying to get back on the same McCoy. That's a great point, too.
And, you know, the players kind of chalked up the lack of competitiveness in the game on Saturday night due to the fact that there's hardly any time to catch their breath. Fever get a steal, go left to right. Sophie for three from the right wing. It's good, and it's a season high for Soph. 5 threes, 15 points. Timeout, Liberty. Fever out of timeouts. Liberty still have a couple. With exactly 1:10 to go in the game, it's 94-84. To repeat, the Fever can be proud of the effort tonight, even if it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, and it just, I mean, multiple positions, multiple people on the Liberty have just stepped up possession after possession, so that's a tough thing to cover everybody. They've been able to expose the defense a little bit, but that play by Sophie Cunningham, that last three, got Stewie in the air and her back turned as Sophie was getting ready to make her move to the basket. Stewie recovered, but didn't recover fast enough on the three. That was beautiful. That's on our highlight tape there.
Yeah, another one of the positives to take away from this game, regardless of what the final score may be. Here on a day in which Colts training camp opened up and linebacker Zaire Franklin showed up with his Caitlin Clark shoes. It's the Fever here just past the midpoint of their season. Tough stretch of the schedule. Down 94-84. They've added a second to the clock. Now 1:11 left. Fever will take every second they can get, literally. Ellie, the elephant mascot, dancing in front of Spike Lee, who's wearing a Brooklyn Dodgers hat. On the sideline across from us. Ionescu inbounds far sideline to Harrison, who's just about immediately fouled by Dantas reaching in. Both teams in the bonus here for the duration. So 2 free throws coming up for the Tennessee alum, Harrison, 31-year-old in her 8th season. Good news for Fever. This is the final time they have to face the Liberty, at least in the regular season.
Get some time to work to get back, and if we see them in the playoffs, we have a long time before then, and there's no telling where we could be by the time they see us again.
First one good for Harrison. Second, good as well. 1:05 left, 96-84. Fever ball down a dozen. Number 12, Dantas for three, right wing. No good. Rebounded by Cloud. Cunningham fouls her in the back court. And it wasn't already over. A chance for the Liberty to really ice it.
Yeah. I still don't know the beef. What's the beef?
Overall, Sophie considered one of the more popular players in the WNBA. Of course, her popularity especially surged when she got the nickname the Enforcer. First free throw good for Cloud when she had the hard foul against Connecticut, which was a case of sticking up for her teammates, including Caitlin Clark. Second free throw, a swish. 98-84. Fever ball down 14. Liberty matched their biggest lead of the game. Dantas left block, fadeaway shot, misses off the window, rebounded by Ionescu. Fever trapped in the back court. And a timeout called by the Liberty just to reset here as Ionescu is in trouble.
Yeah.
So they'll inbound in the front court. Well, that's what Sandy Brondello wanted to do, but the crew chief, Eric Bruton, apparently says, according to the rules, you can't advance it in that case. So instead, in the backcourt, Stewart inbounds to Cloud. 20-second difference, shot to game clock. Only question is, do the Liberty get 100 points? Miss layup by Harrison. Rebound Dantas with 28 seconds to go. Hole right wing. Hezzy, blow by, layup. Affected by Cloud, rebounded by Stewart. Shot clock off. And the Liberty can dribble it out as a sellout crowd of 17,232 rise to their feet at Barclays Center. Players exchange some high fives. 3 seconds to go in the game. Stewart. And the game is over. Final score, Liberty 98, Fever 84.
And that was a tough one. That run by the Liberty was just impeccable. And we saw an early run by the Liberty earlier in the game, and we were able to come out, refocus,